Oh, good. So you have all my kids. That's great.
So welcome, everyone. I'm Chris Bennett. Welcome to Urban Yoga, Kristen Olson's wonderful studio here in beautiful Palm Springs. Let's start in a seated position today. You may sit with your ankles crossed in the tailor pose. You want to do a full lotus. If you don't want to be sitting on the floor, feel free to sit in a chair. Make sure it's a nice straight back chair with your spine nice and straight. So start with a little deep breathing. So resting your hands either on your knees or your lap. Just notice your posture for a moment. No collapsed chest. Yeah, that gets in the way of digestion and proper breath. Breathe through the nose unless you're congested. As you inhale, feel the expansion through your chest, your waist, ribs, your abdomen. You really fill the lungs. Maybe the first deep breath you've taken all day, hopefully not the last. And slowly exhale. Notice how just beginning to focus on the breath brings you into the moment, creates some space in all of the hectic, crazy world we're living in. It's a wonderful point to focus upon because the breath is always exactly in the moment. So just take a moment and close your eyes and deep abdominal breathing. You're oxygenating your blood, bringing prana, chi, life force into every cell as you inhale. Exhaling toxins, tension, any stress, negativity. Let's just do a simple counting of the breath. We're going to inhale to 6 and exhale to 6. So begin with lungs completely empty, straight but not rigid spine. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. Let your shoulders relax. Relax the little muscles around your face. Completely empty the lungs. And again, inhale, Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, Om 5, Om 6. Exhale. Sense of well-being. Let the thoughts, the chatter of the outside world just pass by. Let that movie screen fade to black. Let's retain. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Retain. Bring your energy to the brow center, a point of light right between your brows, known as the Ajna Chakra. Chakras are the various energy centers. This one at the brow center, seat of intuition, higher intelligence. Hold a bit longer if you can, very still. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Retain. Keep that point of focus at the brow center. Third eye. Every muscle relaxed. Peaceful face. Let's just increase one more round to the count of 8. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Keep filling. Belly expands so you get that efficient exchange of oxygen into the bloodstream that occurs at the bottom of our lungs. Exhale. Let go of any feelings of being pressured, hurried, any fear, any negativities. Let it go now. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale. Breath is making a little purring, sighing, ujjayi breathing sound, a slight closing of the glottis. Good. Last round, we're going to try to retain a few seconds longer. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Retain. Let's bring our hands to the heart chakra, Anahata chakra. Just rest your hands there. We are all powerful healers. We have that energy in our hands, so absorb it now into your seat of love, compassion for yourself, for all creatures, for the entire world. The world needs some love today. So as we practice, we become a conduit of that. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Retain. Perfectly still, lungs empty. Face is peaceful, mind is quiet. Let's have a big ha breath. Let your hands go down to your knees. Inhale. Ah, good. So let today's class be one big ha breath, never pushing or forcing. If you're new to yoga, especially work with a lot of mindfulness. None of the poses should cause pain. You're always welcome to adjust, leave a pose out, or lie back and rest at any time. Let's practice coming into a full lotus. You may never do it in this lifetime, but you may surprise yourself. So take that right leg and cradle it, just like you're cradling a baby. Left leg could be straight or bent. And just gently rock back and forth, sitting as straight as you can. You can even do this in a chair. You might just modify, but working that hip, getting some movement to the back. Breathe, inhale, exhale. So try to keep that nostril breathing, deep abdominal breath throughout our class. Couple more, letting go in the hip. We hold tension, fear gets trapped there. Now clasp the toes. Support with the other hand, see if you can just straighten your leg. And again, just opening up the hip a little bit in each direction. Good. One more. Now please don't force. Bend your knee. See if you can bring your toes close to your chin. Pardon me, got a little frog. Up to your forehead. Some of you can put your foot above your head. Madonna can do that, and I had an 80-year-old student who could do it. I said, you and Madonna. I'll never do it, but give it a try. The student began in her 70s, so it shows it's never too late to start. Now bring that foot high on the thigh and just slide the left foot underneath. So you're sitting in a half lotus, which is an excellent pose for seated, for sitting and breathing and meditating. If you want to give it a try, you don't have any issues with knees or hips, possibly bring the foot into lotus. But please don't do that if it hurts. Let's try the other side. Shake it out. So some people have the misconception that you have to be a contortionist, extremely flexible to benefit from yoga. Not true. You will get more flexible if you work regularly and bend the other knee. But try not to be attached to any incredible level of flexibility. Know that every time you work at your highest level, you're getting all the benefits of the pose. Stretching, toning, bringing balance, stamina. Open to the back as much as you can. Sit as tall as possible. One more. Breathing as you work. Just cradling your knee, giving that hip some good love and stretch. Other side. Clasp the toes. Give the leg a stretch. Lean back a little. And just to each side, giving some mobility into the hip. Breathe deeply. Check to see if the mind is a chattery monkey mind. Come back to the moment. Just enjoy the poses. Observe how each thing feels to your body today. Really be an observer. And let's bend the knees, stretch the toes towards your chin, maybe your forehead. Maybe some of you, Kristen, you can probably put it up. Oh, look at her. She's almost there. And bring the foot high on the thigh so your heel touches the belly. Pardon me. And if possible, slide that other foot underneath. One side's usually more cooperative. If you want to give it a try, slide the foot on top into full lotus. Good. Or let's just sit in our cross-legged posture. Or if you're in your chair, just nice straight back. Arms out from your shoulders like an airplane. So reach energy off your fingers. Keep your hips planted. I'm actually going to sit in my lotus because I can. It took years. And a gentle sideward stretch. You may just drop your palm to the floor and reach the other fingers up, feeling that great stretch to the side of the body. Relax your neck. More advanced students could ease down to the elbow, but only if it doesn't cause any pain. So imagine I have hold of that wrist in the air, stretching you out as you inhale. Don't bounce. Exhale, possible arm is straight. And think of energy flowing a few inches off your fingertips. Nice. One more. Exhale. And press off slowly. Bring your palms together. Interlock your fingers. Inhale, draw them into your heart center and just absorb that warm, healing energy into you have a broken heart or you're feeling sadness for the world. Just heal that with your own powerful hands. Let's press them up to the sky. Drop your jaw. Head way back. Let's do a little ya. Release tension from the jaw. Most of us are sitting too long at our computers. Some of us sleep too long, if there is such a thing. I totally recommend lots of sleep during this. But when you're sitting for long periods of time, take a break once in a while. Incorporate some of these simple yoga stretches so the neck doesn't get tight. And palms back into the heart. Exhale, rest them on your lap. Let's have a deep breath. Another side, arms out like an airplane. Keep the hips planted. Don't tilt your hips. Just drop the palm. Reach the other hand to the sky. So always work mindfully. If you have a sore back and that hurts, just to make a little adjustment. Pull out a little bit. Advanced students could inch towards the elbow, only if that's not causing pain. Be very mindful. Lower backs, and you can do a lot of healing, even to tight sore backs or injuries, but never pushing, never forcing. One more breath. Stretch. Press that right hip down. Lengthen through your fingers. Exhale. Releasing. One more. Exhale. And press off. Once more, bring the palms together. Interlock fingers. Draw them into your heart as you inhale. Press them to the sky as you exhale. Drop the jaw. Another releasing. So relax your forehead. Look up. This time, let's bring the hands, turn so you can see me, behind your head, but don't touch the head. Drop your chin. Press the elbows back so you squeeze the shoulder blades together. Freeing tension from neck, upper back. One more. Press. Exhale up to the sky. Lift up. Try to straighten your arms. Drop your jaw. Last time, draw the palms into your heart center. Close your eyes. Absorb that warm, healing energy into the Anahata chakra. And rest your hands on knees or lap. Let's just do a little bit of breath of fire. It's a Monday morning here. We're always a little sluggish usually on a Monday. So this gets a lot of oxygen into your bloodstream. It gives you a more powerful, pleasant speaking voice once you get this movement into the belly. If any women are pregnant, please leave this out and just do deep breathing. So if you've never done it, it's as if you're hit in the tummy and you forcefully exhale through the nose. That creates a vacuum in the lungs. So don't take a big breath or you'll get dizzy. If that occurs, just rest your head down. But the emphasis is the exhalation. Have a look for a second. So it's snap, release, snap, release. Let's start. Take a breath to begin. Inhale. Exhale. So the body is still, just the belly moving very vigorously. Inhale and begin. Now close your eyes. Snap, release, snap, release. Think of snipping a feather off your nose. X, don't scrunch your brow. X, X, X. Let's go for 20 more. Ten more. X, rest your head forward if you need to. X, 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 X. It also strengthens the abdomen, cleanses the lungs. X, 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 X. Exhale. Deep inhalation. Stay concentrated. Complete exhalation. Gentle inhalation to retain. Inhale. Eyes closed, retain the breath, energy to the brow center. Let's try for 5 seconds. And exhale. Just feel how that energizes the body. I said it brings a lot of oxygen into your bloodstream. If you have to make a difficult phone call, you're just feeling low energy. I love to start the day with 50 to 100 rounds of that. As a professional singer, I always warm up with my breath of fire. You can even add what my teacher called prana. Let's do that a little bit. Any note you hit is fine. Inhale. Relax your lips. 10 more. Next. And let's just put your hands forward and surrender down. You may just go that far. Some of you could ease down to the elbows or even resting your foreheads. Pardon me. Inhale, lengthen out of the waist. If your back is sore, just go this far this morning. Exhale, one more. With a big ha breath. Inhale. Ah, good. And use your hands to slowly bring yourself back to sit. Or me, a little frog. Shake out the legs. If the knees are happy with the child's pose, just make your way gently over onto your knees. Let them open a bit and extend your chest out, forehead to the floor. If the knees don't like that today, just sit with your ankles crossed and melt forward. You can rest your arms above your head, palms down. That feels good to the shoulders. Or beside your feet, palms up. Let's give the neck a little stretch in what's called the rabbit. Don't do this if you've had neck surgery recently. Just chill out in your child's pose. Otherwise, put your palms down beside your ears. You're going to use them to support so you don't go too far. As you inhale, lift your hips, come to the top of the head. Now, using the hands to support, gently roll a little bit onto the back of the head. So you feel a nice stretch to the neck. Your chin tucks in. And people have luck getting rid of tension, headaches, this pose. And back down and rest. Take a couple of breaths. Let's do that once more. As you're in the child's pose, the thighs are massaging into the front of the body. So it's good for digestion. It's good for releasing tightness in the back. It's a soothing pose to the nerves. One more rabbit. Palms down. Lift your hips. If you're in a chair, just drop your head and maybe put your hands behind the head and give the neck a little stretch. Don't if you're not on your knees. Otherwise, up to the top of the head, possibly onto a little bit of the back. And back down. Great. Let's come up onto hands and knees. Knees together, hands under your shoulders. If this is uncomfortable for your knees, feel free to lie flat on your tummy. And as we do some leg lifts, you'll just do them from a prone position. Otherwise, you're on your hands and knees, hands right under the shoulders. Bring the right knee towards your forehead. Reach your head to meet the knee so that right foot leaves the floor. Exhale, slide the right foot along the floor and lift. You may just go this far, so you could go a little further. Just listen to your body, lift your head, drop your jaw. Good, so you're toning the hips and back. Also, this strengthens the belly as you fold that knee into your forehead. Reach your head to meet the knee. Exhale, slide the foot along the floor and lift, or if you're on your tummy, just slowly lifting and lowering. Now carry the right leg around just parallel to the floor as far as you can. Put the foot down gently and look back over your right shoulder. You should feel a nice stretch to the back of the leg. Good. So strengthens our hips and belly. Other side, lift it. Carry it way around to the left. Place the top of the foot down. Look behind you. One more time. Fold the knee into your forehead. Extend and lift. You may hold here or reach your left fingers forward. Advanced students could bend the knee, possibly clasp your foot or ankle and lift, or rest at any time. One more breath. It's fine to just keep a straight extended leg and arm. Beautiful. Nice, everyone. And have a nice rest in the child's pose. Your knees can open a bit. Just really give yourself over to these moments of rest. Yoga really is a metaphor for life. We exert, we work, and we allow ourselves to rest. Try not to exert to the point that you know you're doing damage to your body. Be more mindful. Let's do the other side. Up on hands and knees, or flat on your belly is fine. Inhale, fold the other knee into your forehead. Reach your head to meet the knee. Good stretch to the neck. Slowly slide the toes along the floor. Straighten the leg if you can and look up. Don't crunch the brow. Drop your jaw here. And again, smoothly on the breath. Inhale, hold together. It's great for strengthening your abdomen. You're strengthening your arms as well. Exhale, lift. Honing the hips. With control, carry the leg around, just parallel to the floor. Pull the toes back. Put it down and gently twist to look behind your shoulder. Keep breathing. Other side, carry it around to the right, or whichever side you're working, doesn't matter. Put down and twist to look behind that shoulder. Last time, folding knee into the forehead. Exhale, extend and lift that leg. You may work here. You may reach the opposite arm forward. If you want to do the advanced variation, reach back for your foot and lift up. Helps to focus on a point to hold this pose. One more deep breath. Good, everyone. Open the knees really wide this time. Pardon me. And melt back into your child's pose. This time, put the arms above your head, palms down. Great stretch to the hips. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And let's prepare for the dog down. So come up. Sit, bring your knees together. Spread your fingers wide. Really check the hands. You can hurt your hands if you're always putting the weight in the heel of the hand and not spreading it evenly through the palms. So spread those fingers, thumbs point towards each other, so no little tunnels under your palms. Tuck your toes. Powerful inhalation, lifting up into a beautiful dog down. Tiptoe a little closer to your hands. If you get tired, you can rest down in child's pose. Otherwise, let's stay here a moment. So sorry. Let's bicycle once, bend one knee, press your other heel. And other side, runner stretch, stretching out the ankles, calves. And rest into both heels. Give your head a gentle shake. Yes, 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 yes. And let's just walk towards your hands. Let the knees bend so you can come into a standing forward bend. Just let the feet open really wide today. Toes point forward. Okay, thank you. Kristen's going to heal me here. I need water. If you can, reach your hands up behind your head, interlock fingers, and press your palms forward. If that's hard, just keep your hands on the floor. Otherwise, squeezing tension out of your shoulders and upper back. One more. Press, press, press. And release your hands, palms down. Look up. Inward curve to your upper back. Drop your jaw, stretch your eyes. And lower your head. Just let it dangle for a moment. You might give it a little shake, yes, if you have a sore neck. And walk the feet closer together. And let's just stay in our forward bend for a few breaths. Clasp your ankles or calves. Stay there for a moment. Kristen has brought me a little remedy. God bless her. There we go. Oh, thank you, my friend. Stay down there a moment, everyone. Good. Now release your hands. Feet close enough together so you can uncurl without any strain. Just like a rag doll. Fingers, head dangle. And just for a moment, come to standing. Let me get back into my pose here. I'm too tall. Let's do feet wide apart. There we go. Let's do a good old warrior today. This is a great pose for strengthening, toning your entire body. Point your right toes away. Point your left toes forward and push your heel out a little bit. Strong arms. So the warrior is to be practiced with a strength beyond aggression. Bend that right knee. Ideally, we're eventually working for a right angle between calf and thigh, but only go as far as you can today. You don't want the knee way out over the toes. That puts too much strain on the knee. You want a straight line from the knee down to your arch. Just hold for a moment. It looks easy, but you feel it strengthening, toning, hips, legs. Relax your face. Energy flowing off those fingers. 2 more breaths if you can. Inhale. Possibly sinking deeper into the lunge as you exhale. 1 more. Let's add a nice sideward stretch. Just keep the legs as they are. Drop the left hand. Reach your right fingers up to the sky. Open your heart to the sky. Stretch. 1 more breath. And come up. Point your toes forward. Let's give your arms a little shake. Releasing. Other side. Whichever you haven't worked. Left toes point away. Right toes forward, right heel out a bit. Strong arms. Bend the knee. Take a look to see it's over the arch. If it's over the toes, open your stance a bit. Keep that back leg nice and straight. You press into the outside of that right foot. Nice. 2 more breaths. Arms are straight out, not up here or here. Oh, I'm a bird. Inhale. Exhale. One more. So the standing poses build stamina, strength, and balance, toning the legs and hips. One more breath. You can always come out and rest and then resume the pose. Drop that right palm to behind the knee without bending the leg. Keep it straight. And reach the fingers to the sky. Drop your jaw. Stretching. One more. Maybe go an inch into the lunge. Good. And come up slowly. Rest your arms. Bring your feet together. Let's do a different balancing pose today. Let's do the eagle. So right hand in front, left arm wraps around. So you're already getting nice circulation in your arms here. If you can, it helps to focus on a point. If this is hard, beginners, keep your hand on a chair or the wall. Wrap the right foot around the left and see if you can peek your toes out behind your ankle. If you start to wobble, a little breath of fire will center you. So this is great for circulation in the legs, builds balance, stamina. Advanced students might tilt forward, bring the elbows to the knee, or hold on to your mirror or your wall or your chair. And coming back up slowly. I'm on my waterfall here, it's helping. And come up, shake it all out. Feel how that gets the circulation going. Other side. Whichever arm you have wrapped around the inside. Bend the knees as much as you can. Select your point, your focus. And take that other leg and wrap it on top. You have to be on a bent knee. And peek your toes out behind the ankle or any variation you want to do. Again, that breath of fire usually centers us. Advanced students can start the tilt. Don't hold the breath. Good. Beautiful, Kristen. Back up. And unwrap. Good work, everyone. Shake out your hands and wrists. Slide your hands through your hair. Tug at your scalp a little. Open your feet a little. There we go. Give your neck a little gentle rub. You can't do a bad massage. Just rub on soft tissue, not bone. Let's do the neck all the way. So you start at the center of the neck. Press gently out to the side. A little bit on the top of the shoulders. Good. Everyone up on tiptoe, palms together. Strengthening feet and ankles. Drop your heels. Feeling your perfect balance as you bring your hands in prayer down to your heart center. Breathe deeply. Good work, everyone. Let's rest on our backs. Cross one foot over the other. Support with your hands and ease yourself back into Shavasana. Feet wide apart. If that's painful with legs straight, you may bend the knees, put your feet down. If you want a little extra stretch to the hips, soles of the feet together, the knees open in a lying butterfly. Arms resting at your sides, palms up. Check to see you have a nice long neck, chin tucked comfortably. Let's have a big ha. Inhale. Ah. One more. Inhaling. Ah. So after we do some standing poses, we get the heart rate up to bring everything back to normal. Double the exhalation. Inhale to 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 8, 2, 3, 4. So your neck is long, chin tucked, eyes closed. As you inhale, slowly roll your head to the right. As you inhale, 2, 3, 4. Stay there. Let the shoulders melt away. As you exhale, 8, 2, 3, 4. Breathe through your nose if you can. And very slowly roll over to the left ear. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Retain for a second. Exhale. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And very slowly back to the center. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Make sure the shoulders are melting away. Neck long. Peaceful face. Exhale. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So continue to double the exhalation until you feel the heart rate coming back to normal. Simple but powerful breathing exercise that can actually lower your blood pressure, calm you down if you're having trouble calming down for a deep sleep. Doing some breathing, making the exhalation twice as long as inhalation. Usually drop you into a nice peaceful place where you can go to sleep. So rest a little bit longer. These moments of rest, just as important as the asanas, giving yourself a little time to absorb the benefits of your work so far. You might mentally scan through your body once. Start with the toes, travel up the legs, hips, back, any areas you know you hold tension or feel a little tight or sore today. Consciously breathe, expand, send prana, chi, life force into those areas as you inhale. Let go as you melt deeper into the surface beneath you. 2 more deep breaths. 1 more. So bring your feet together and hug the right knee into your chest. Clasp your fingers on top. Let's do a little stirring. Let's make a little circle in the air with your hands on the knee, releasing tightness in the hip. A couple of times in one direction. Let's go the other direction. Really let go. Let's let your head go along for the ride. Good. Now holding still, inhale. Keep the shoulders relaxed as you exhale. The belly really does the work. You bring your forehead up to the knee without scrunching the face. You're strengthening neck, freeing tension from neck and upper back. 1 more breath. Inhale. Moving on the breath. Exhale. Slowly lower your head. Good. Extend that right leg into the air and clasp behind the knee for a moment. And let's draw circles in the air 3 times. Like you're drawing a circle in the air with your toes, stretching the foot and ankles, really pull the toes back and then point. Other direction, nice big circle. It's a simple but effective way to get the leg up above your heart, good for preventing varicose veins, keeping great circulation. Now toes stay pulled back. Start to walk your hands up to the calf, maybe the ankle, and let that lift your head and upper back. 1 more breath, don't strain. Lower the head slowly as you exhale. Let's do a twisting pose from this position. So bend the right knee, place the foot above your left knee. Let's start with arms out from your shoulders like an airplane. And then if you like, you could take that left hand to the outside of the bent knee. Inhale, gently press it across the body into a twist. So go very slowly. You may just go this far. Some of you can go a little further. Try to keep that right shoulder on or near the floor. If it doesn't hurt your neck, the head turns to the right, or keep it straight. Please make any little adjustments you need for any injuries you're healing. So you should feel a powerful twist around the center of the body. So twisting poses stimulate liver, kidney, spleen, helping improve our digestion, elimination, freeing tightness from the back. A couple of more deep breaths. So exaggerate, expand around the waist, ribs, abdomen as you inhale. Release as you exhale. The body will melt a tiny bit deeper. If that hurts your back or shoulders, please pull out a bit. Good, everyone. This pose can bring some relief to sciatica. Now, when you get that pain through your hip, Just be very gentle, stretching it. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And slowly roll back onto your back. Release the knee and straighten the leg up. Point your toes. Stretch the foot. Pull them back and flex. Reach your heel to the sky. Once more, really articulate through the foot. Point. Flex. Bend the left knee so your hips stay anchored and you're going to strengthen the belly. Keep your chin tucked as you exhale. Lower the right leg slowly to a count of 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Give it a little shake. Energy flowing through the right side. Hug the left knee in. Clasping the fingers. A little bit of, my teacher used to say, stirring the soup. Stir that hip a little bit. You can pull it a little closer, or just wherever the range of motion feels good to you today. 3 in each direction. Good, other direction. Check in on the monkey mind. Is it planning the rest of your day? Rehashing the weekend without any judgment about your ability to concentrate. Just choose to come back into the moment. And then holding still. Exhale, lift the head. Don't scrunch those shoulders, forehead. You may just come this far. Some of you may be able to come up and touch your forehead to the knee. Don't scrunch the face, though. There's no effort in the pose. Actually, the belly's doing most of the work here. Inhale. Exhale, lower your head. Let's straighten the legs up to the sky. Just clasp behind the knee for a moment. And slowly draw circles in the air. Pull the toes way back. And then point. 3 in each direction. Keeping flexibility in our ankles, feet. Getting the leg up above the heart. Grooving circulation. Other direction. 3 times. Good. Now, if you've ever done Pilates, they call it climbing a tree. Climb up that tree, hands up to the calf, possibly ankle. Let that lift your upper body, forehead to the knee. Or you may just come this far today. Please work without any judgment. We go through our day judging ourselves, usually very harshly. Try to suspend that today. Just give yourself credit for showing up, doing your poses, having the discipline. One more breath. Lower the head very slowly as you exhale. Prepare for spinal twist. So right leg straight, bend the left knee, rest the foot just on top of the other knee. Arms out like an airplane to start. So you feel that spaciousness across your upper back. And if you like, take the right hand to the outside of the bent knee. Inhale. Give it a little press across the body as you exhale into your twist. You may turn your head to the left. If you have at all sore shoulders, you could place the hands on your shoulder or your waist. Any poses that cause pain to an injury, make a little adjustment. Make it your own. Close your eyes. Expand around the waist, ribs, abdomen, healing energy into all the organs around the waist. Exhale. You're freeing tension from your shoulders, upper back, greasing energy into all the digestive organs. So unlike most forms of exercise that just deal with strengthening, stretching, yoga being so scientifically created those thousands of years ago to heal our digestive system, our respiratory system. Keep that deep breath flowing. Fill the lungs completely. As you empty them completely, the body will relax naturally. So you might be able to go a teeny bit deeper into the stretch. One more. Exhale. And slowly back onto your back. Arms at your sides. Straighten the left leg. Point the foot. Really stretch the foot. Pull the toes way back. Reach through your heel. Again, ball of the foot, then toes, stretch. Pull the toes back and flex. Keep the left leg up, bend the right knee, so hips are anchored, chin tucked. Exhale with control, lower slowly to a count of 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. And give it a little shake, energy flowing through the left side. Let's hug both knees in. If you can, reach up and clasp your elbows or maybe just your wrists. And on the next exhalation, lift your head. Hug the body into a little ball. Good. And lower your head. I always like to add at least one inversion. If you don't feel like a full inversion, please come into the happy baby or the frog, feet wide apart. Those of you that want to try your reverse pose today, start with legs straight. Your head needs to be on the floor, not elevated. Once your legs are up, please resist the urge to turn the head. Take a look if you've never done it. Visualize the pose, bend your knees, powerful inhalation, swing your feet and hips up and make a little seat with your hands. So your thumbs are right under your hip bones, legs about a 45-degree angle. So make some subtle little adjustments till the pose feels perfectly effortless. Most of the weight in your elbows and upper back. This one doesn't put as much weight in the neck as a shoulder stand. Although advanced students, you're welcome to come all the way up and do that if you'd like. Let's hold for another 30 seconds or so. If you get tired, a good rest is dropping the knees to the forehead. Or please roll out if it's a strain. More advanced students who want to go into plow, very slowly lower legs over your head. Let your toes touch. You might even extend arms forward. Those of you working in your happy baby now, put your feet down and lift your hips. So now you're getting the benefits between those two poses of hips and legs up above the heart. Hold a few breaths if you can, or please come down and rest. The rest of you in the reverse pose, come back up for a moment if you're in the plow. Let the feet and legs relax. Very youth-giving for the legs. The blood comes into the pelvis, stimulating reproductive organs, adrenal glands. Let's all come down very slowly. If you're in the full inversion, either keep your hands on your hips or arms forward, or you could reach back and hold your toes, keeping the feet close to your head to slow your descent. Feel one vertebra at a time as you come down. Good, everyone. Everyone now bend the knees, clasp the fingers on top, couple little rocks from hip to hip. Good. Let's counter pose with our fish. Straighten your legs, or you can do it in a full lotus, feet together. So slide the hands, palms down, just where the hips connect to the legs, into that fleshy part. Imagine there's a string attached to the very center of your breastbone. And as you inhale, press into the elbows. Let your chest be lifted up. Walk your heels forward. If possible, top of the head touches. Unless you're pregnant, breath of fire. Snap your belly. Snip through the nose 10 times. Hex, 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 hex. Good. Practicing fish regularly. Achyasana. You'll never have stoop shoulders. Great for improving your lung capacity. And ease yourself down. Releasing the hands up from under your hips. Counter pose once with hands interlocked under your head. Bring the elbows up and relax the neck as you bring your chin up to your chest. Let your head really rest into your hands. Good. And release. Have a good stretch. And a yawn. And slowly roll over onto your tummy. Make a pillow with your hands. And rest on one cheek. Toes touching. Heels falling out to the side. Or you can rest on your forehead. If you feel any tenderness in the lower back, squeeze the hips tight and release. Close your eyes, bring yourself back to the moment. Feeling very safe and supported. Expanding into the back as you inhale. Melting into the surface beneath you as you exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Prepare for either cobra, or if you have a tender shoulder, you can do the Sphinx. Let's let the feet open wide apart, hands palms down under your shoulders, or forearms down. And start to lift your head, lift your chest. Some of you in the cobra can come way up. Drop your jaw, relax your brow, but stretch the eyes, looking up, up, up. And if possible, now come up onto the knees And melt back into a child's pose. One more time, stretching out the back. Inhale. Exhale. If you have a sore back, just take the palm of the hand. A little bit of massage there on any tender areas. Good. And everyone rise slowly. Prepare for butterfly, Baddha Konasana. Most powerful seated hip stretch, I believe. Soles of your feet together. Pull the feet in as close as you can and clasp your toes. So don't worry if the knees are up here today. That's okay. You're still getting your stretch. You keep working with some regularity. You'll be amazed at no matter what your age or condition, when you start yoga, your flexibility will increase. Every time you work, you're getting the benefits. Flap your butterfly wings a little bit. Let's have a little rock from hip to hip. So you're up and forward on the hips. Sit tall, keeping the shoulders relaxed as you inhale. Exhale, begin to tilt forward, or beginners feel free to round a little bit. You may just come this far. If you're feeling a good stretch, that's far enough. Close your eyes. Advanced students could go a little further. Some of you can allow your elbows to make contact with the calves. If that's hurting, pull out a tiny bit. Close your eyes. Turn it over to the breath. Very powerful, youth-giving stretch to the hips and back. One of the poses that calm, soothe the nerves, actually induce a meditative state. So as we sit quietly for a moment, think of it as a meditation. It just means emptying the mind, listening to the breath, nothing mysterious. Inhale, lengthen the spine, energy off the top of the head. As you exhale slowly, the body relaxes, releases naturally. So your knees, chest, forehead might go a little further towards the floor. Without any judgment, please. And if it hurts, please pull out. Holding quietly for 30 more seconds. Just the sound of the purring Ujjayi breath. Begin. Last breath. Just have a mental image of those knees releasing all the way down. Elongate the spine as you inhale. Surrender forward as you exhale. You may drop your head a little or keep the neck straight. Advanced students, we're ultimately working for a long, flat back. Last breath, everyone. Start to rise slowly, either with rounded or flat back. Take your time. Keep your eyes closed. Let's just sit here very still for 30 seconds. Absorbing the benefits, how the butterfly calms the nerves, brings you into that peaceful meditative state. So our time restraints here, we just are holding a little bit. But know that on your own, some of these poses that felt great, stay there a few minutes and breathe, and getting even more benefits. So very still for 30 seconds. Deep breath. Begin. Eyes closed. Relax the shoulders. Peaceful. Transitions just as important as the asana. Slowly release the legs and feet. Give them a little shake out. Ready for the most powerful forward bend. Paschimottanasana. One little rock from hip to hip. So you're up and forward on the hips. Your toes are pulled back. Sideways a little bit here. If it's painful to come down over both legs, you're welcome to work one at a time. Or work in your butterfly, maybe with feet forward this time. Make it your own, just so you're getting a forward stretch. Reach up with your arms. See if I had hold of your wrist, lifting you up. Let's have one more little rock from hip to hip. And a feeling of surrender. Some of you can reach the toes. Some of you may just reach the knees today. That's fine. Then maybe start inching down. If you like to work with a strap, you can wrap the strap around the balls of the feet. And once you're down as far as possible without pain, have one more gentle rock from hip to hip. And a big ha, inhale. Ah, good. So even though you don't make that sound with each breath, let each exhalation have the ha sensation. Inhale. Exhale. Really expand into the lower back as you inhale. The belly soften as you exhale. Release the neck. Just hold for a few more deep breaths. Empty the mind like the butterfly. Paschimottanasana brings you into a peaceful, meditative state. All the forward bends calm and soothe the nerves. Just 30 more seconds. Go within. Breathe. Think of what you'd like to release today. Then fearful, feeling any anger, just any general world melees. Let it out with a big ha, a lot of sound. Inhale. Ah, good. One last little subtle ha. Get rid of any remnants of any negativity. Inhale. Ah. Let your head go. One more deep breath. Start to rise slowly on the breath. Let your hands just float up to the skies. Feel that energy you breathe and open a big circle of light. So you're going to be glowing, protected by that energy all day. Let's counterpose with the table. Bend the knees, feet apart. Tilt back and put your palms down. And lifting those hips. Try to get a nice flat tabletop with your body. Up with those hips, head back. Counterposing, forward bend, toning, strengthening arms, hips. One more, up. Lower the hips slowly. Shake out your legs. Extend your arms. And use the abs to slow your descent. You may go all the way down. Or here you might let your feet lift into the ship, half ship, or full ship. Or hold on to your knees. Unless you're pregnant, breath of fire. 10 times. Snap the belly. Snip through the nose. Cleansing, strengthening lungs. X. And a big ha to let yourself back down into Shavasana. Good work, all of you. Let's go through the body, tensing and releasing. Tense your toes, feet, ankles, knees, thighs. Just lift them off the floor tight a minute and let them drop. Feet wide apart. Now squeeze the buttocks. Press into your heels and just, they may not come off the floor, but there's a squeezing and feeling of lifting up. And let go. Good. Like a fish, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Press into your elbows. Let your head go back. And release. Nice long neck. Lengthen the spine. Feet can be wide apart, or if that hurts the back with straight legs, bend the knees. Put your feet down. Make fists. Tense your arms. Squeeze your shoulders tightly up to your ears. And release, stretch your hands, fingers, thumbs, stretch. And let the hands go, palms up, open and receptive to the breath. Scrunch your face, make a prune face, lift your chin to your chest. And release, open your eyes wide, mouth wide. Stick out your tongue, try to touch your nose. Try to touch your chin, way out with the tongue, good for the throat, way out. Ah, you can growl a little. Ah. Good. Have a yawn. Slowly roll your head to the right. Drop your right ear, your right cheek. Shoulders are melting away. Let the breath start to become deep, rhythmic as we prepare for final relaxation. Slowly roll to the other side. Drop your ear. Letting the mind quiet down, giving yourself the gift of this little time when you don't have to think or plan, or do anything other than absorb the benefits of your work. Bring your head back to the center. You yourself have a sense of gratitude that we have a body healthy enough to practice yoga, whatever level you're working at, it's still a blessing. Gratitude that you had the discipline to get up and get on your mat and do something just for your own health. Your health is not just a gift to yourself, it's a gift to your loved ones. When we keep ourselves in excellent health and we feel good, it's just the best thing in life. You can always go out and make more money or more whatever you think is important, but yoga, at least in my 40 years of practice, has been such a godsend, and I love sharing it with all of you. Whatever level you practice is just great. Just keep at it a little bit a day. You're going to see your body change, your ability to concentrate, which is the first step to meditation, improve. The mind can be a treacherous friend. It can take us to heaven or to hell. We can rehash unpleasant situations. We can visualize terrifying situations. Probably won't happen, but we can feel as if they're happening. The mind can, my Tahitian friend says, your thoughts are your world. Let your thoughts now be of nothing but beauty, pleasant thoughts. You may want to visualize yourself in your favorite happy place on a beautiful beach, lying in a hammock beside a lake, maybe your bed, wherever. You can completely relax. No thoughts of having to do or get anything. On the inhalation. On the exhalation. Go deep within. Relax your toes. Soles of the feet relax. Balls of the feet. The arches. Heels relax. Ankles, calves, knees completely relaxed. Breathe deeper. Relax your thighs. Deep into those hip joints, buttocks, lower back completely relaxes. Your abdomen gently rises as you take a deep breath. Organs in the pelvis is riding along without any clenching. Exhale. Belly relaxes. Waist, middle back, upper back relaxes. Your whole back feels spacious with relaxation, melting into the surface beneath you, feeling totally safe and supported. Torso and chest relaxed, expanding and contracting gently with the breath. Shoulders relaxed, tops of your shoulders and backs of your shoulders relaxed. Upper arms and elbows, forearms, wrists, hands relaxed. Fingers and thumbs completely relaxed. If you've been clenching or wanting to make a fist, just feel the hands soften, open like a flower unfolding. Lightness in our hands. Check the breath, deep and rhythmic, purring and sighing in the back of the throat. Relax your neck and throat and jaw. Lips part slightly. Tiny muscles around the mouth. Nose, eyes relax. Eyelids and eyebrows. Forehead. Cheeks. Ears and scalp relax. Your face is peaceful, serene, ageless. A reflection of this deep sense of peace and well-being that you've created with your practice today. So just for these last few minutes, you can let go of thoughts of the physical body. Let yourself go deeper, reconnecting with the part of you that is all loving, all forgiving, part of you that's fearless, ageless, divine, your true nature. Rest there, very still. On the inhalation, on the exhalation, go within. Let go. Breathe. Very slowly start to wiggle your toes, your fingers, and wake the physical body with a new sense of peace, relaxation. Remember to drink lots of water after class and try not to just jump back into chaos, needless drama. Sail through your day with this sensation you've created. Start to have a luxurious stretch and a yawn. Reach up, bring your feet together, point your toes, stretching and yawning. If you like, you could roll slowly onto your right side. Come into your fetal position for a moment. Check the breath today. Don't revert back to your shallow chest breathing, or notice if you have a little flare-up of anger or stress, how it affects the breath. It becomes short, choppy. You may even hold the breath. We always have this powerful tool right at our fingertips. Just take a moment. Do some slow, deep breathing. A little breath of fire if you need some extra energy. You can just stay resting on your back or fetal position today. Or if you want to come up and sit, either lotus, half lotus, or sitting straight up in your chair. Bring hands into symbol of Om, thumb and index unite, symbolizing your connection. The word yoga means union, oneness of body, mind, spirit. Feel that oneness, feel our oneness with all creation, all of our fellow creatures on the earth. Start to see that in this world we live in, so divisive right now. See that namaste, which means the divine in me recognizes, honors, and draws out the divine in you. So let that be reflected in the sound of Om today. Any note you hit is fine, but sing from your heart. Inhale. Soham Shivaham, Soham, I am that I am peace I am, I am peace, I am peace, I am. Soham, so. Your hands in prayer. Om Shanti, which means peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om peace, peace. I like Deepak Chopra's definition of enlightenment, to lighten up. Try not to take yourself or the world too seriously. The yogis call it Maya. It's all illusion. Be the one that brings a little humor to a tense situation. Spread so much joy and love and positive energy today that it's just a pleasure to be in your presence, as it has been to have you in mine. I feel you out there. I hope your day is better because of your class. I hope to see you again. If you can go to urbanyoga.org and make a donation, you help us keep this practice going, spreading it out to the world till we can be together again. I think it's great that we can practice at home as well. Help Kristen to keep all of her great teachers. Thank you for Ernesto, our wonderful cameraman. And you can even buy props, yoga mats, if you go to the urbanyoga.org, and Kristen will get back to you. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me today. Harium Tat Sat. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you so much, Chris.
Thank you all. Go out and spread joy. That always cheers you up. It's a strange world, but feels good after yoga, right? Thank you.